I swear to you, when I plan to film, my skin will be great. Leading up to that day, it never fails. I always get a pimple. Two this time. So, 'tis life. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. The hair situation, I really contemplated refilming the intro and the outro because I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. I know I don't need to apologize, but I felt the need because it looks terrible. I was running out of battery and I just didn't take time to do anything with this, which you can see. And I wish now that I would have. Okay, enjoy the video. Today, I'm gonna be attempting to do, my very first get ready with me. I don't know how YouTubers can do a get ready with me and talk about the makeup and the application while also carrying on another conversation. I felt like I was all over the place.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
This is the look I'm gonna be creating today. This has been my go-to look. That shine and that gleam you see on my lids is a very, very underrated product in my opinion. Cannot wait to share it with you. The products that I am using today are my current favorites. Either my staple products that I continue to repurchase over and over again, or just my current recent finds, whether or not they are new or old, they are new to me and I just want to share them with you. I don't know about you, but today, all of the makeup releases, man, oh man, there's so much. I talk a little bit, I share my thoughts on, new release products, as well as my thoughts on beauty YouTube, and just where I'm at personally with my makeup collection and makeup in general. And in turn, want to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything. I want to hear where you are at with your makeup collection, as well as your thoughts and opinions on all of the new releases. Are you feeling overwhelmed and burned out by them? Or are you just loving it and you enjoy bringing in new products to try and to experiment with? I will have everything I'll be talking about today linked in the description box below for you if you want to check them out. I believe that's all I have to say for the intro, so let's get into the makeup. So I've already done my skincare for the day. I'm first gonna go in with a newer favorite product of mine, the Glossier Future Dew. I discovered this product, I knew of the product, but I was watching a video from Amanda Z here on YouTube and she was raving all about this. We have pretty different makeup aesthetics. She's definitely more of the all natural, no makeup. Like when I think of that sort of aesthetic, I think of her. And I aspire to be like that. I tried very hard and it just doesn't work for me. But I love Amanda Z. You can tell in watching her videos, she puts a lot of work and time and research and passion into her videos, and her product recommendations have never let me down. I like it because it is an oil serum hybrid, so it's very hydrating, but it also gives your skin just this really pretty dewy radiance. There's no shimmer or sparkle. My skin just looks healthy and glowy. And there has definitely been days where this is all that I wear. It does leave your skin a little bit tacky. It doesn't feel heavy, but it is a heavier product. So I think if you have oily skin, combination skin, I don't know that you'll vibe with this, but definitely if you have dry skin like myself. I still love the Wonder Beauty Catch the Light Highlighter and Lotion. I use the two of them the same way. Oftentimes I'll just use this as my base product, or I will layer it under a tinted moisturizer, which I will be doing today, or I'll just mix it right in and apply everything all at once, whatever I'm feeling that day. Next, I'm going to use my Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. I am in the shade 20N Light Neutral. Well, I got a little sample of this in an Ipsy bag. I'm always a bit leery to try new complexion products because, as I've said in a past video, I have had temperamental, sensitive skin since I stopped taking birth control a few years ago. So generally when it comes to base products and skincare products, when I find something that works for me, I stick with it. I don't wanna risk having a breakout. So normally when I get samples of complexion products, I'm a little bit leery to try them out, but I started using it here and there. And I noticed the days that I would wear it, towards the end of the day, I would look in the mirror and my skin looked so good, so glowy, so healthy. The longer you wear it, it wears into your skin rather than wearing off your skin. Does that make sense? It doesn't start to flake or fade or look splotchy or anything. It just looks like my skin, but better. It's really light coverage. I mean, you can still see my pimple breakouts here. I have some scarring here, you can still see. I really don't need to be pouncing, and I mean, it's not like there's anything there to blend. I just like the feel of it. So since discovering it last summer, I've since repurchased it twice. This is my second tube. I also tried last fall, I bought the Urban Decay Maniac. I like the way this makes my skin look. I do feel there's a little bit more coverage than the Tarte Maracuja. I just hate the formula of this. It's like thick and sticky, kind of weird to apply, and I feel that it stays tacky on my skin even after I'm done doing my entire face of makeup. But I do love the way this makes my skin look. And for someone who loves a tinted moisturizer, I love that this is a little bit more coverage than a standard tinted moisturizer. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. I'm using my e.l.f. micro brow pencil in the shade Taupe. This has been my go-to for well over a year now. So I'll be right back. Speaking of the e.l.f. micro brow pencil, I'm wondering, any of you that use this regularly like I do, did they change the formula recently? It's just been this one, the most recent one that I purchased. It's like the formula is a little bit softer, a little bit waxier, and I noticed when I run the spoolie through my brows that it smears a little bit upward. Very annoying, and I find that it's just a little bit more finicky to work with. So I don't know if I just got a bad one, or did they change? Why did they do that? So if you follow me, if you've seen any of my eyeshadow tutorial type videos, you probably know what I'm about to do. The tape trick. I can't get away from it. I just use my nose as a guide from the tip of my nose to the outer corner of my eye. Just pretend like I'm drawing a straight line and place the tape on the outer corner of my eye so that it creates a natural wing when I'm done doing my eyeshadow. I love the way it looks. I love the lift that it gives my overall face. Such an easy way to amp up any eye look, even if you're just going in with one or two shadows. It makes you look like a pro. It makes you look like you did a lot, even though you didn't really do anything at all, except place tape. For my eyeshadow today, the two palettes that I have been reaching for the most are my Viseart Neutral Mattes palette. And the other palette I found that I've been reaching for nonstop is an OG. It is the ABH Soft Glam palette. I just purchased this last fall. I used it 2 or 3 times when I first got it and didn't really touch it much at all until just a few months ago. And since I pulled it out,
I cannot stop using it.
So to start, just taking the white shade in my Viseart formula, and I'm just gonna use that to put over the primer, my eye primer. It's sort of like a base. I don't know why I do it, I just do. I had talked about in a video a while back how I feel a bit like a fraud here as a newer beauty YouTuber because I only discovered beauty YouTube a few years ago. I missed out on the ABH hype, the soft glam, the modern renaissance. I missed out on all of these cult beauty products that the majority of you probably already know, maybe still use. I just felt like an imposter.
You disgust me. How can you live with yourself? Just cool it, Zippy. You sit on a throne of lies.
Talking about makeup, talking about favorites, making product recommendations, when I hadn't even tried some of these cult classics, such as the ABH eyeshadow formula. To start my look, I'm just taking a fluffy blender brush and I'm gonna dip into burnt orange. And I'm gonna put that through my crease. So over the past year or so, I have been on somewhat of a mission to try some of these cult classic favorites. I recently bought the Becca Under Eye Corrector. Well, now the Smashbox Under Eye Corrector. Love that. I bought the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I can't believe I had never tried that. Love that too. The Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, as well as the Lancome Eyelash Primer. The Buxom Lip Plumping Gloss, which I'm going to be using later. I had tried that in the past, however, I didn't own my own. Just some of these cult classics that I feel like I should know about. I should have a familiarity with. Anyway, if you have any cult classic recommendations, leave them for me down below. I'm on a mission to be well versed with my makeup products. I love a deep, smoky outer corner, so to really liven things up out there, I take a deep eyeliner, either a black or a dark brown. My favorite eyeliners right now, I'm not going to use them today because I don't have a dark brown, but my favorite liners are the Nabla Cupid's Arrow eyeliner. I have 4 of them. I have this burgundy brown, I have a black, I also have a navy, and I have this mid-tone brown. I love them. They're so creamy to apply. They last a long time. There's a little bit of a working time if you want to blend them out. Just wanted to mention these since we're talking about my staple looks, some of my favorite current go-to products. But today I'm gonna go in, this is the Essence Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil in the shade 2 But First Espresso. I love them because they're affordable and much like the Nabla, they stay creamy for a little bit, so you have time to blend them out. And I love this color because it is such a rich, dark, cool brown. I'm gonna go in with Sienna and actually maybe the Cypress Umber to lay on top of that liner to smoke it out. So let's talk about new makeup releases. Because I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been in the game really at all this year. And I've been trying to understand why I've lost interest in new releases, because it's not that I'm not interested or that I don't love makeup as much as I used to. I think it's that I'm just burnt out with new release products. I'm in a place where I am loving my makeup collection right now. Since delving into the world of makeup outside of the drugstore and outside of what I've received in my Ipsy bag, it has been sort of an exploratory phase for me, just trying different brands, different formulas, different types of products, and just finding what I like. But now I'm in a phase where I'm really tailoring my makeup collection to my preferences. I know what I like, I know what I use most often and what makes sense for me to have and to repurchase. There are certain products that I think I will always be open to trying new stuff that I'll always keep my eyes on, such as eye products, eyeshadow palettes, which even eyeshadow palettes, I can probably count on one hand the number of eyeshadow palettes that have really caught my eye this year. One of them being the Patrick Ta, the Major Dimensions 1 and 2. I'm so tempted, but it's so expensive. I also had my eyes on the new ABH palette. I actually am thinking about doing a video where I dupe it out with my singles. Lauren May Beauty does all kinds of videos like that where she dupes out new palettes with her singles, and I love those videos, and that's something that I've done for a long time. So if you'd be interested in seeing me dupe out the new ABH palette, let me know. I'm going to now go in and do mascara because I always get mascara markings on my eyelids, and it's just easier to do mascara now so that I can clean it up when I apply my topper shade. So I'm gonna go in with none other than my holy grail mascara, the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Love it.
Love it.
I also want to mention this eyelash curler. If you are someone who uses eyelash curlers, I've tried many from the drugstore to high-end. This is the best eyelash curler. There's just something about it, the way that it's shaped conforms perfectly to my eyelid. It doesn't pinch, it doesn't crimp your eyelashes in weird ways. It's great. It's great. I'll link it for you down below. Highly recommend it if you are an eyelash curl person. All right, while the mascara dries, I'm gonna finish my brows. Another staple product is the $1 Billion Brows Brow Duo Pencil. It is a dual-ended pencil. One side is a concealer, the other side is a highlighter. So I'm starting with the concealer side. I'm putting that under the front end of my brow. And then the highlighter side, I'm gonna put that along my arch. I love this product. I've tried a few others like it, but the color of this is just perfect. It's the perfect beigey neutral color. A lot of the others that I've tried have more of a pink hue to them, and it just looks unnatural. It looks too bright. This is perfect. It's creamy, easy enough to blend out. Okay, one more step to the high maintenance brow routine. How could I forget my brow gel? I'm still using the Got To Be Glued spiking glue for my brow gel. Same tube I had last fall when I talked about it. Actually, I think I first mentioned it last spring in a video I did with Jennifer here on YouTube. Magical Muses and Monthly Musings. We did a collab video talking about our 5 holy grail makeup products. I believe this gel was the first time I talked about it. I love this as a brow gel because it holds all day. Most affordable, most effective brow gel in my opinion. See, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I just got done applying my brow gel and it still seemed to smear my brow pencil. I've never had that happen before. I've never experienced that. So I feel like it has to be the e.l.f. brow pencil. Something changed. It's a little bit waxier, a little bit softer. I haven't been watching as much beauty YouTube as I have in the past. A lot of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to are focusing on new release product reviews and less on favorites and tutorials, which is what I'm actually most interested in. Learning a new skill or a new technique is a great way to amp up your beauty routine without spending any money. And I feel like not many people are creating that sort of content. So anyway, my point, that's the type of content that I've been into, but I'm curious to know what sort of content you have been watching. What are you watching on beauty YouTube? I'm going to use another holy grail product of mine, one that I've mentioned many times, the Undone Beauty Concealer Palette. I am in the shade 430 Buttercream Medium Light. I was without this for a while and picked it up in a recent Ulta purchase and was reminded how much I love this. I've thought about doing Get Ready With Me's in the past. Actually, this video that I'm doing right now is one that I have been contemplating for a while, but was hesitant because nothing I'm really using today is new. So I just don't know that the appeal to watch is going to be there. But I'm wondering, a video featuring older makeup products, I mean as old as the ABH palettes or as old as, I've got the Kosas Cloud Set powder here. You know, I feel like in today's makeup release era, that would be considered old. Is a video featuring older makeup products a deal breaker for you? Are you more interested in seeing someone use new products? Even though I don't feel the Undone Concealer has to be set, I usually do, I have been. Largely just because I love the way this powder makes my skin look. Another one I've talked about, this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder in the shade Brighten Up. I also have the shade Do Me. I do like using it on my under eyes. It does give a little bit of a glow, a little bit of luminosity, but for me personally, I don't feel that it enhances texture. The other setting powder that I really like, the Kosas Cloud Set powder in the shade Breezy. This I purchased per the recommendation of Jamie Page. She also has dry skin, and a lot of the base products she has recommended in the past I have really enjoyed. Much like how I described the Tarte Tinted Moisturizer, this like sets into your skin rather than on top of your skin. It has a way of adding coverage and sort of mattifying without adding anything, without adding texture, without adding a presence of a makeup product. I found I was using this a lot over the winter, the colder months, but now that it's summertime, I think I've just been embracing more of the tan, glowy look, so that's why I've been using the Jaclyn Cosmetics powder. All right, let's do some bronzing. I'm going in with my Ofra bronzer. This is the Ofra Versatile Matte Bronzer. I have hit big time pan on this guy. Yeah, I think last fall I talked about how I was on the hunt for a bronzer. I didn't feel in love with any of my bronzers. So I was on the hunt to catch those feels for a bronzer. I had purchased a full size of the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I had tried in the past. I also bought a mini of the Nars Laguna bronzer, which I didn't like. The tone wasn't quite right, and I found that it was a little bit muddy looking. There's another one or two that I tried. Anyway, the Ofra, this Ofra bronzer, let me tell you, it was one of those slow burn type of loves. I just felt that it was a little bit too deep for me, but I found myself continuing to use it. Even in the depths of winter, when I am the palest of pale, I have just come to realize my love for this bronzer. I prefer a more pigmented bronzer, one that you can apply and blend out over one that you have to build up. The other reason I love it is because of the pan shape and size. This is perfect. I love that I can take my favorite bronzing brush, swizzle it around in there and apply it. It's so easy, it's sleek and compact. I learned this tip from Huda Beauty. In one of her videos, she's talking about bronzer placement and how she does it along her chin for some contouring, and then she also brings it down the middle of her neck. She says she does it because not only does it bring the color down, but it also lifts and elongates your neck. Does it? Kinda? Anyway, little tip from Huda. From Huda to me to you. All right, let's finish up the eyes. First, I'm going to take a small detail brush. This one is actually an Urban Decay brush from the Naked Honey palette. I love this flat tip end for doing the lower lash line with shadow. I'm going to dip it in burnt orange and just dust that along the outer corner of my eye. My extra high maintenance lower lash line routine. I like going in with a different mascara. My favorite right now is the Pixi by Petra Lash Lift 188 mascara. It's hard to find. I've found it on Ipsy. I've also found it new on Mercari. I've heard people say they sell it at Ulta. I've never been able to find it at Ulta online or in store. I love it because it is a 2-wand mascara. So this part gives you some length, some volume, some separation. And then the other part is a very, very thin wand. Great for lower lashes, the inner corner of the eye, just getting in all the nooks and crannies. Another great mascara that I love for lower lashes is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. That wand is quite similar to this. It's very thin, very small. The specific product that I'm really excited to share with you, again, not a new product, but I think it's one that is overlooked. It is a Sephora brand eyeshadow in the shade Fantasia. Let me tell you, my mom and I get together every so often and do like a full day of shopping. We go to Ulta, sometimes the mall, sometimes Target. And the last time we went to Sephora, and it was the first time I had been to the Sephora in my town. And I was just enamored with their shelf, their half wall of all of their single shadows. And I swear to you, I think I blacked out or something, because before I knew it, my entire arm lengths were swatched up and down with all of these eyeshadows. The two others that I picked up that first day were Choco Excess, which is such a delicious milk chocolate brown. If you happen to watch my favorite one and done eyeshadow video, I talked about my love for the perfect chocolate brown eyeshadow. This falls in that category. And the other one I picked up is in the shade Diamond Crush. This is just a pressed glitter. It is a silver glitter, and the glitter reflects. The glitter particles are so tiny. Just perfect for just tapping on your lids for a little sparkle. I think they're under $10, which is great for a single shadow, but you know, by the time you get 2 or 3 of them, it starts to add up, especially when you have the rest of Sephora to go through. The most recent one I picked up, and I think is my favorite, is the shade Fantasia. This one is a little bit different. The texture isn't quite like a normal powder eyeshadow. It has a little bit of bounce to it, similar to a ColourPop Super Shock. It is this magnificent rose gold, and in the pan you see these like chunks of gold that you pick up and sort of blends into this rose gold, and together they just create the most lustrous shine on your eyelids. This has been my favorite eyeshadow for a halo eye because of the way it catches the light and just makes your eyes look delicious, glamorous, seductive, beautiful, elegant, all the things. If you take anything away from this video, have it be, do not sleep on the Sephora Single Shadows, specifically the shade Fantasia. You ready for this magic? I mean, does that not just catch your eye and make you drool a little bit? Okay, maybe not. Hopefully not drool. Next, I like taking this eyeliner from NYX. It is their Epic Wear liner stick in the shade Rose Gold. I like putting this on my inner corner and a little bit right in the center of my lids. I like that it's not the typical icy inner corner highlight. It ties together that Sephora shadow, adds a little more shine. I just love the way these two marry each other and really make this eye look come together. Last but not least, I love sparkle and shine and cannot resist adding a little glitter to this eye look.
I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
I have the Stila Kitten Karma liquid glitter shadow. I just pat it right in the center of my lid, and then using my finger, I just tap it out so it's like a gradual glitter from my inner corner to the center of my lid. I think I got this in a set from TJ Maxx, but I have to say the e.l.f. liquid glitter in Flirty Birdie is a pretty gosh darn close dupe to the Stila Kitten Karma glitter. I know I said that the glitter was last, but this is last.
I don't believe you.
I'm going to take my Maybelline Tattoo Studio eyeliner in white and use that to line my lower lash line because I really like a wide-eyed look. I've never found an eyeliner that lasts in the waterline. Usually within a few hours,
It's gone.
Something that I've been doing, I use the e.l.f. concealer brush. It's really small, sort of rounded at the end. Dipping that into a white shade. I'm gonna pat that on my waterline. Likely that you'll get a little powder in your eyes. I sometimes do, but I do find that it really locks in that liner. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna worry about concealing this. When I do try to cover it up with concealer or foundation, it looks worse. Then I have to spend time taking it off and rubbing it and touching it at the end of the day, which is just gonna aggravate it.
Oh, I see where this is going.
I just let it be. You know, we all get pimples. For highlighter, one of my favorite, newer, recent favorites is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in the shade Tiara. Tiara? Tiara. Yeah. I don't love the applicator. It's a doe foot. It is what it is. I love the product even so. So I just dab a little bit on the high points of both of my cheeks and then just pat it out to blend it in. I just love it because it gives your skin that highlight look without sparkle or metallic shine. It's more of like a dewy, juicy type highlight. It makes your skin look wet and glistening in the best way possible. I do feel that it dries quickly, so that's why I only like doing a little bit at a time, but I like doing the high points in my cheeks and then down the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. All right, for highlighter, I'm going in with my Jaclyn Cosmetics Iced Out Highlighter. I love the color of this because it maintains that iciness, but it's not like a stark, bright color, a stark, bright white. It's the perfect neutral champagne color for my skin tone. It's buildable, like if I really wanted to build it up and have a blinding highlight, I sure could with this one. Or I can just do a little and blend it out for a nice gleam. So I'm applying this basically to all the places I applied that Danessa Myricks. I like to use a cream highlighter and a powder highlighter to really lock in that highlight for an all-day highlighted look. Ugh! I forgot eyeliner. I forgot liquid liner.
Girl, please.
So I guess one more step to this eye look. So I'm gonna step off camera and apply my eyeliner. I am using the Estate Cosmetics Precision Felt Tip Eyeliner. This has been my favorite liquid liner. I just love the shape of it, the ease of use. The color is stark black. So I'm gonna step off camera and apply this. I'm gonna do from the midpoint of my lid and out and create a little bit of a wing. So I'll be right back. Okay, eyeliner is on. I think all that I have left is setting spray, my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. Again, another product that I don't like to venture out and try new things. I have in the past and it always has made me break out. So the NYX setting spray is one that I've come back to for years. I like all of the variations. I've tried the matte, the dewy. What's the other one? They have one other one. Anyway, I've used them all. They all work well for me. My skin tolerates it. I'm not necessarily looking for longevity in my makeup look. I'm really only wearing my makeup for 8 to 12 hours. I'm mostly using a setting spray to sort of set everything together, like spraying my setting spray and then going in, especially with my Jane Iredale sponge, and really kind of melting it all together. So let's do a lip product. My favorite lip product right now, not new, but new to me, is one of the Buxom Plumping Glosses in the shade Celeste. This was another Jamie Page recommendation. I don't recall which video it was, but she was talking about how it just gave your lips the most luscious shine. This was definitely one of those moments of weakness where I splurged on it, I think the same day after watching that video. Jamie Page, let me tell you, her recommendations never disappoint me. And she was so right. I love the lusciousness it gives my lips. This has been my go-to look for a few months now. What do you think? It seems like a lot. Maybe it is a lot, but I feel like the a lot part is focused mostly on the eyes. Most everything else, I'm pretty easygoing. I like a tinted moisturizer. Granted, I love my highlight and my shimmers, but I think the biggest hunk of my time and what seems like a lot is the eyes, which they were kind of a lot, but they're my favorite part. There were 3 more products I wanted to mention. I don't think I'm gonna apply any more to my face, but I do want to mention them because they have been favorites of mine. The first one is this Ofra and Samantha March blush duo in the shade Chicklet. Not a new product, but newer to me. It's a split pan. This side is the perfect neutral peachy pink nude blush and a corresponding blush topper. I love this for blush, of course. I also love using it in the crease as a transition shade. It's just perfect. The color is perfect. It's pigmented, it blends beautifully. I'm not much of a blush girl, but I do love a powder blush. I can't quite get on board with creams. I've tried a few, I just can't with it, which is weird. For someone with dry skin, you'd think I would love it. I'm a powder girl. I'm boring. We know that. But this has been my favorite blush. Another favorite of mine is this product from Ritual de Fille. It is their Alchemist Highlighter. This is like the highlight for your highlight. So this is a cream product. I will apply a little bit now actually. It has sort of a icy white translucent base. You just need a little bit, but it has tons of silver sparkle in there. I like finishing my look by tapping just a little bit on the high points of my cheeks. A lot of times I'll put just a little bit in my brow bone, even in the inner corner of my eye. And I love it. As someone who loves sparkle and shine, this is just a must-have. I'm so in love with this. And like I said, you just need a little bit. And the way the sparkle catches in the light, it catches your eye. It's like a little bit of fairy dust on the high points of your face. It's so pretty. And last but not least, a lip product, surprisingly. I thought that I didn't like lip oils. I really thought, until I discovered the Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oils. I have 3 of them. My favorite one of the 3 is the apple scent. As you can see, maybe you can't see, it's like half gone. I use this constantly. I'm kind of proud of that. I'm weirdly proud of that. Lip oils, from my experience and why I thought I didn't like them, they give you chicken lips. They make me feel like I just ate a bucket of fried chicken. My lips just feel greasy and tacky and gross. Come to find out, surprise, surprise, there's different formulations when it comes to lip oils. This one is just perfect. It's thick and luscious, not sticky, not greasy. It gives your lips just the juiciest finish, sort of the your lips but better situation. I haven't found that amongst the scents that they offer different color variations on the lips. For the most part, they're all a clear finish. It's just a different scent experience. So my favorite, like I said, is apple, but I have been loving this from someone who thought she didn't love lip oils. I believe that is going to conclude this video, this really long video. To wrap things up, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on makeup as of late, especially when it comes to new release products. How are you with your makeup collection? Are you in a place like I am where you're just currently really enjoying your makeup collection as it is right now? Or are you into the new releases? If so, what specific things? What would you recommend? And lastly, what sort of content are you enjoying right now? Are you enjoying product reviews, collection videos? Are you enjoying the Get Ready With Me? I would love to do more videos like this. Hopefully in time, I will get better at it. But you know, a lot of the products that I would be featuring and using are older products. So like I said in the video, is that a deal breaker for you? Would you still be interested in watching? Something that I've done with my videos in the past, focusing mostly on indie brands, is doing like sort of a brand deep dive. I've thought about doing that with more mainstream brands. I actually started doing research on Huda Beauty and how her brand came about to where it is today. Is that something that you'd be interested in? I hope you enjoyed watching. Leave me any comments, your thoughts, your opinions down below. I want to thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you hit the subscribe button so you can come back next time. And until next time, I hope you have the most wonderful day. My first time being on camera in a minute. I'm a little nervous. A little camera shy. Come here. I know, don't be camera shy. Come say hello to everybody. What's going on? Really? I made hair appointments for both Trace and Mom. Trace will be getting a haircut, and Mom will finally be fixing my hair. Do you have any wise words for us today? Very good, very wise. I turned off my air before filming so there wasn't as much background noise, and I am heating up. Spicy in here. Those 4 products, I guess, have been my go-to base products, but of the 4, the Tarte Maracuja has been my holy favorite. My holy grail, my absolute favorite.